Have you ever wanted to impress your friends? Well, after you watch this video, you'll be able to. Hi, I'm Evan Spreen, and today I'll be teaching you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Now a 3x3 Rubik's Cube is the cube everyone thinks of when they hear the words Rubik's Cube. It's a perfect starter cube too. It's a perfect way to learn how to solve one, and then after that you'd be able to work yourself to solve a 2x2, a 4x4, and maybe even a 5x5. So before we get to solving, some things you're going to want to know is what you call the sides. So when you're looking at the cube, this side is called the face, or F. This side is called R for right because it's to the right of the face. This side is called L because it's to the left of the face. This side is called U, the U side, because it's up above the face. And then this side here is called the D side because it's down under the face. And then this side, all the way opposite of it, is called the back side because, well, it's back behind the face side.
So when you're solving the cube, there are things called algorithms that you have to follow. You'll see symbols like F, R, L, U, B, M, and D. These are all sides of the cube, as well as the middle of the cube. When you see them, just capitalize, like a capitalized F, you rotate it clockwise. When you see a capital letter with an apostrophe, you rotate it counterclockwise. It may look complicated, but it's honestly quite simple. Okay, so step 2, after you have all that down, let's get to scrambling. So step 3 is going to be to solve the white side of the cube. The reason I'm going to say to solve the white side first is because it's like the structure to solve the cube. You can use any side you want to solve the cube, but it's better if you solve the white side. It's a lot easier and it works better with some of the algorithms. Okay, so now that the cube is scrambled, we can get to solving the white side. So as you can see, scrambled perfectly. So now what you have to do, we have to get the middle pieces to line up with the white side. And I can't just move it that way, so that way it's lined up. I have to make sure this piece also matches with its color. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it down to the bottom here. And I'm going to rotate it twice, so green lines up with green. I'm going to rotate it again, so that way white lines up with white and green lines up with green. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. So we have white and blue. So now I'm going to bring this piece down here. I'm going to rotate it to blue. Then I'm going to bring it up like that. So now white matches with white and blue matches with blue. Then I'm going to do the same thing with red. So now the red piece is here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this away. Then I'm going to bring this piece up. So that way red matches with red and the white piece is here. So all I have to do is turn it this way. And then all I have to do is bring this piece back. So that way now I have 3 middle pieces that match with the white and their corresponding colors. Now all we have left is the orange middle piece, which is perfectly right here. What I'm going to bring this down, turn it away, bring this side up, bring it back, and then put it back down. Perfect. So now all the middle pieces have been solved. So you have white for white, orange for orange, white for white, green for green, white for white, red for red, white for white, and blue for blue. Now we can move on to the corner pieces, which are these little guys over here. So this has green and orange, and right now it's with blue and orange. When solving corner pieces as well as the cube, you need to make sure you know which middle pieces go with which middle piece. So now to get rid of this, I'm going to bring this side down, just turn it away and bring it back up. Now I'm going to bring this here. So now orange goes with orange, green goes with green. I'm going to turn it away once more, bring this side down, turn it back, and bring it back up. So that way orange, 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 and then I have green over here, and then white. Okay, so now I have to bring this piece up here. So what I'm going to bring this away, bring this side down, bring it back over here, turn up. Now I have red goes with red and blue goes with blue. Okay, so now I have to solve the blue and the orange side. So I'm going to turn it away, bring this side down, bring it up. Now all we have is one corner left. Let's see, where is it? Here it is, it's perfect. So once again, I'll bring this down, rotate it, bring it back up. Awesome, and now you have solved the white side. Okay, so let's get solving the middle pieces. So you're going to want to find a middle piece that has to line up along here. So let's see, if we look here, it's perfect, blue and orange. So what you're going to want to do is find this middle piece to line up with this middle piece, blue, blue, so that's perfect. Now the bottom part right here also needs to be its part, so orange and orange, that's perfect. So now we're going to turn it away, so that way when we solve it, this piece is going to go right here. Blue is going to match up with blue, and orange is going to match up with orange. So this is what you're going to do. And after you do that, you're going to want to rotate the cube so you see this. Then perfect. And now we've solved the middle side. Blue is with blue and orange is with orange. So now we're going to solve the red and blue piece. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. Line up red with red, and then blue and blue is here. So I'm going to turn it to the left because it's opposite of the red and the blue. And do the same thing. Awesome. Alright, now I have a middle piece here, orange and green. So now I have orange lined up with orange, and then green is right here. So I'm going to rotate it away and do the same thing again. And if you can't use your fingers, your ring fingers or middle fingers or index fingers to rotate the cube like that, that's fine. You just take it slow and you could use your whole fingers like that. Since you're a beginner, that's perfectly natural. So now all we have left, I believe, all we have left is the red and green middle piece. So now line up with green, line up with red, and green's over here. So now rotate it away. Now do it this way. And just make sure you've solved each middle piece. Red with red, blue with blue. Awesome. Now you've solved the middle piece of the Rubik's Cube. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is making the fish on the yellow side. So flip your cube so you're looking at the yellow side. So it doesn't matter however you rotate the cube, as long as you just follow the algorithm that I'm doing. So I'm going to rotate mine like that. I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to follow this algorithm. Okay, so it's like that, that's perfectly fine, and just keep repeating it. Okay, there we go. So there's the head right here of the fish, and then there's the tail. We're going to be solving the yellow side. So what you're going to want to do is take this piece right here, that's to the right of the head right here. Find the colors of it, so it's red and blue. What we're going to want to do is rotate it so it's with its colors, red and blue. And you're going to want to follow this algorithm. Alright, the yellow side is solved. This is a very easy step. So what you're going to want to do is line up the middle pieces here with its color. So now we have red here and then orange. That's perfectly fine. Or if you want, you could have it like that. I find it easier and better to have it lined up like this. So what you're going to want to do, and follow this algorithm carefully if you want to slow down the video, that works too. What you're going to want to do is rotate it. You're going to have to rotate the back part too, see? Twice, and then bring it up. Okay, so it's still not solved here, it's solved here, not along here. That's perfectly fine. So what you're going to want to do is rotate it here. Even if these two don't match up with these two, that's fine because the blue side is solved here. I want to do opposite from that and then repeat the same algorithm. Okay, now these three are solved, so just rotate it over there to with its side, the orange side. So the orange side is all solved, and the corners are solved. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is solving the rest of the cube, the middle pieces. So as you can see, these three are not solved, although the orange side is solved. So what you're going to want to do is solve the complete opposite side of the orange. So in this case, it's the red. You might be wondering why not the blue side or the green side. That's because if you use the algorithm, it's not going to solve it. It's just going to make this side be solved. So instead of the orange side being solved, it'll be the green side. And then the orange side won't be solved because the middle piece will be wrong. That's why you have to be opposite from the solved side. So now that you're looking at the opposite side, you can do this algorithm to solve it. It may take a few times, 2 times max, but if you get once, that's also okay. Let's do this twice. Oh, wait. Okay. Now it'll take once, but if it takes you 2 times, that's perfectly fine. And feel free to slow the video down, repeat it, as long as you're able to learn it. Okay, so now that you've learned all that, you can see what it looks like when you memorized all the algorithms and when you remember how to solve them. You ready? When I take my hands off. Ready?
7.72 seconds.
All right.